Hello, Flosstube friends. It is Jade. I'm the 310 Stitcher. Welcome back to my videos. Today I am going to do, well, it's going to end up being a mini WIP parade. Definitely not everything I have, but I have worked in the past 2 weeks on a whole slew of projects. And the reason is that I've been thinking about what my plans for 2024 are going to be. So I made some fake plans and I'm testing them out. Testing the waters to see how things go for the end of the year before I finalize said fake plans. So strap in, grab a drink for a snack because this is going to be another long one. I'll try to make it not too long. I won't give you the specific goals for 2024 for these because, like I said, I'm testing this all out, and then I'll make a video with a full WIP parade at the end of the year. As close to the end of the year as possible, and I'll go over my plans for each project at that time. All right, so I have my notes down here. I'm going to be reaching back and forth because I have different things, different piles here, and we'll see how things go. So let's see, the first project I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is smoke is in here. So the first project is the video game sampler, and let me just, so I'll insert a picture here once I find it. Now this, if you don't like swear words, look away. This was a free pattern, and I'm also blanking on who the designer is, but it will be with the picture or down below in the description box. So there are swear words in this, so if you don't like that, you might want to look away. But I started in the middle because I wasn't sure about my fabric, and this is where we are right now. So I haven't worked on this too much. I put in all of the pink that you see and the these two items up here. This is on 18 count even weave. I'm just keeping an eye on Smoke because he's already dropped something for me and made a big mess. All right, so that was the first thing. I would really like to get that finished before the end of the year. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm testing things out. All right, the next thing is a new start for this month, which is the next installment in my Flowers of the Month. This one is March. Smoke. And let me show you what that looks like. This video might be a little bit choppy because I'll try to cut out some of the just waiting around and me looking for things. But this is what it looks like. So that's the March Flowers of the Month. So far I'm keeping up with one a month, and so far I've just done the border and just started on the inside. The others are here. So I will get this done before the end of November. I'm aiming to continue with my one per month. My hair's not cooperating. I'm sorry. Hi, monkey. Smoke wants to say hi. He's a very chatty boy. He's 5 months. Anybody? Okay, you have to go down there. Go down there. All right, my next project that I want to show you is Sunset in Venice. So I'm not going to take these out of the Q-snaps where I have them as Q-snaps, but in my WIP parade, I'll make sure everything is out so you can see the entire thing. Well, this is just held on with that, so I can do this. So I've been working on the far right hand side, and I finished this entire page. So this is just one page. Oh my goodness, it looks amazing. It was confetti hell, but it looks amazing. And I've started working on the next page over here. Finish that, work in all of these before I move the Q snap. And let's see, this is already open so I can show you, but there it is. It's looking great. It's looking amazing. So that is Sunset in Venice. I added 2,760 stitches, which brings me to a total of 18.2%. Okay, I'm gonna pile these ones down here. Hopefully I don't set giant things. Okay, my next one is Goddess of the Earth. Show you what that looks like. Oh, by the way, sorry, Sunset in Venice is being done 1/1 full cross on 25 count. And I didn't show you a before picture, but I basically I mean, it doesn't look I mean, I put in quite a few stitches in there. I mean, almost 3,000 stitches, I guess you'd be able to see, but it was really on just that area that I showed you. I'll try to remember to show you before pictures. So this is Goddess of the Earth, artwork by Amanda Church. And I am working on this one. Let's see if I can show you a before picture. This is the before picture. So not too much. I was just working on the what color is that? I'm blanking on it. The dark brown. And now it's looking like this. There we go. So I put a bit more. What did I do? 465 stitches. So not a ton of difference, but that brings me to 0.8% on that. So I had that pattern on my Gumroad because I had gotten permission from Amanda Church to make it a pattern. But then I found out, when I clarified with her, I found out that she had misunderstood, or I miscommunicated, and she thought I was just doing it for myself. So I've been in chats with her to see if I can actually license her work so that I can put it on my Gumroad for all of you to enjoy. And so I'm still in discussions with her, and hopefully I'll be able to put it back on my Gumroad, but it's not there anymore. It hasn't been for some time. All right, next project is, hopefully I'm not going too quick, but I also don't want to go too slow because I think there's a lot of projects here. So my next project is called Tiger and Bamboo. There's Tiger and Bamboo. This project is by Visa on Facebook, BISA. She has free patterns. And since I don't have this here, I don't have a before picture, which is surprising, but anyway, it's okay. So the last time you saw it, it was all ends like this, because I had just done the Royal Rose, and what I've done is worked in all of the ends from here, as you can see, and I'm just sort of working from right to left. I'm gonna work them all in and just work on this in cross country, because that's really my jam. So I added, since the last time you saw this, I added 618 stitches, which brings me to 1.1%. All right, so that was Tiger and Bamboo. Let's close this one in case I'm gonna need it again. All right, my next one is a new start. I don't remember if this was a new start. I don't remember if I had started it yet the last time you saw it. Maybe I can probably figure that out. So this is Zeus's Wrath from Kaylee 10 Stitch, and I love this. I love this piece of work. I love this piece of art. And it's just opening it up so I can show you a picture of it. But I added, so first of all, I'm doing this on 27 count. 27 count Aida from China, which is actually it's kind of it's a fairly open weave, and it's soft. It's not super stiff, but that's what I have so far. And let me see here, it finally opened up. When did I start this? I started this the day of my last video, so I don't remember if you actually got to see any of it or not, but there it is there. Look at that. How amazing. Anyways, love it. So yeah, so that's what I've gotten. That's what I've gotten done so far. And that is, I added 940 stitches since the last time we saw it, and I'm at 0.3%. I'm just gonna fold these back up. I know it's a big mess, but all right. Next. So I have that one here. The next one is called Arab Blue Eyes. This is the picture. And since the last time you saw it, I started working in, similar to Tiger and Bamboo. I got this on Etsy somewhere. Sorry, I don't remember where. But similar to Tiger and Bamboo, I started working in all of the ends. So what I added since the last time you saw this was 460 stitches, which brings me to 13.8%. This is not a huge piece, but there it is. I hope I'm not going too quick. All right, the next one is a Heaven and Earth design. Artwork by Jeff Haney, and it is called Scaredy Cats. That's it there. I love this project. It's the perfect mix of bulk stitching and a little bit of confetti. Like the eyes in those cats, it's like they had 100 colors. It's crazy. But most of it is pretty okay in terms of like there's quite a bit of bulk stitching. So since last time you saw it, I added 338 stitches, bringing me to a total of 13,435, and I'm at 14%. So the one kitty, and there's the start of the pumpkin. This is the end of the second page down here. And what I want to do is finish this page before the end of the year, ideally. So that's Scaredy Cats. All right, next. Next is Daydream Lions. Did I tell you this is being done? I did not say. This is being done on 22 count even weave. 2/1 half cross. It's like it's the first time I've done this. What was I looking for? Daydream Lions. Daydream Lions is another Heaven and Earth design. This is by Sheena Pike. This is what it looks like. Sheena Pike, I love her artwork. She has several others. She has Daydream Tigers and Daydream Turtles, I think. Or tortoises, I can't remember. And I want to do that one as well, but I'm going to stick to this one first. Lions are, I just love lions. So anyways, I love the colors in this, and I love that there's the whole entire family, all the stages of growth. Love those. So Daydream Lions, I'm doing this on a 28 count even weave. And since the last time you saw it, I added what? 823 stitches, which brings me to 1.4%. So there is a ton of confetti in here, like so much confetti. So it's kind of slow going at the moment, but that's okay. Is that better? Love it. I love this so much. Anyway, love it. I did say that was by Sheena Pike, right? I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. All right, next. We're getting to the end of the ones that I had out of the Q-Snap and folded. So the next one is the Grand Library. That's on the second page here. Yes. So the Grand Library is another Heaven and Earth design. This is by Amy Stewart. Okay. I'm sorry, the picture is a little, looks like it's a little blurry there. Since the last time so I'm doing this on, you know what? I'm not 100% sure. It might be 25 count. It's either 25 count or 22 count. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to check, and I'm gonna check right now because I am curious here. It's 22 count. So 22 count even weave. And I added 587 stitches since the last time you saw it, which brings me to a total of 2.4%. I love this project so much. I haven't worked on it nearly as much as I should. Sorry about that if you heard that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's the Grand Library. The last time you saw it, well, I mean, it doesn't look that different. It's only 600 stitches, so can't see that much difference. All right, so that's it from a pile on this side. Now I have a pile over on this side. Okay, let's show you this one here. So this is another Heaven and Earth design. Sorry, I'm tangled over here. And I'll show you the picture of what it will look like. So this is Maxine by Hannah Lynn. Mermaid. And since the last time you saw it, which it looked like this. Haven't added that much. I've added 192 stitches. So it looks like this, which brings me to 4.1%. This one, again, is another one that has quite a bit of bulk stitching. And I haven't worked on that one too much. I just have so many projects. That's the thing. I love all of my projects. There isn't one that I don't absolutely love. Okay, next one I'm going to show you is my Dragons of the Sabbat. So you picture what it looks like. This is the one I've put the most, oops, come on now. This is the one I've put the most work into. So this is Dragons of the Sabbat, and my goal for this year was to complete all of the outside black on the top two quadrants. I hope I'll make it. I hope I'll make it. So since the last time you saw it, which, do I really have a good picture? This is the top right. This is just the top right quadrant. That's all I have for a picture. But I'm going to show you the whole thing, though I'm not taking it out of the... It's the top left, this is the top right. So you can see I've put in all of this. So that's what it looks like. And since the last time you saw it, I put in 11,484 stitches. So not a bad showing at all. And I put in, that makes it 11.6% of the whole thing. All right, my next project I want to show you is this one is a recent start. It's another Heaven and Earth design. Sorry, Dragons of the Sabbat. I forgot to tell you. So Dragons of the Sabbat is being done on 22 count even weave, 3/1 half cross. 2/1 just wasn't cutting it in terms of the coverage. 3/1 is definitely better. I still see a little bit of white, not too much, but I am hoping that when I wash it, you know, it will fluff up a little bit. And yeah, I think it'll be fine. But 3/1 half cross. Okay, the next one I wanted to show you was one that I started very recently. It's another Heaven and Earth design. It is, no, it is not. Sorry, it's not Heaven and Earth. It is Cross Stitch Studio. What am I saying? It's the Cross Stitch Studio, and it is Honeymoon Sunset by Is this Abraham Hunter? I can't remember now. I think it's, anyways, I am obsessed with this project. Started up in the upper left with that palm tree. The detail is absolutely freaking incredible, as I'll show you. So the last time you saw it, it looked like this. And since then I've added 1,373 stitches, which brings me to 0.8%. The lighting is a bit dark, I'm sorry. Let's see if I can... It's not great. There. It looks incredible. I'm obsessed with this project. Obsessed. So this one I'm doing it on 28 count even weave from China. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. I did tell you I'm at 0.8%. Okay. Next project I want to show you is a Heaven and Earth design. This is another one by Amy Stewart. Love her stuff, obviously. And this is called, I call it BBB World Map. I believe it is butterflies, blooms, butterflies, blooms, and something else. World map. I can't remember now. I'm blanking. I always just call it triple B for short. So that's what it's going to look like. I'm still up in the corner with the top blooms. And wait, since the last time you saw it, it's kind of sideways, but if I turn, yeah. There, anyways, it looked like that the last time you saw it. Since the last time you saw it, I have added 1,218 stitches, and I'm now at 1.0%. I feel like I got quite a bit more done. Tons of confetti, so much confetti in these flowers. Down here and down here as well. So much confetti, so it's slow going, but I love it. I don't know if this one is ever going to get completed in my lifetime, but I'm going to try. So yeah, so this one I'm doing on 25 count. Now I'm thinking it's 28 count. Anyways, it's either 25 or 28 count, even weave. I think I had to go 28 count because of the size, because it is massive, as you can see from all the fabric wrapped around it. All right, next one. The next one is from Cross Stitch Collectibles, and it is the Colosseum in Rome. This is what it looks like. So that's obviously before the repairs. It's a really old picture. This is what I'm doing on 22 count even weave that I tea-dyed myself. The last time you saw it, it looked like this. The needle minder's in the way. And now it looks like this. It's looking great. It's looking so great. I've added 1,017 stitches to this, which brings me to 6.0%. I love this so much. So it's very cool. Like, I just love in full coverage, like there, even that far away, like you can see just the crenellations and like the sky. There's so much detail that shows up when you're not looking at it like this close. It's one of the things I love the most about full coverage. Okay, next, we're not done yet, folks. Next is Pompeian Lady. This is another heaven and earth design. Oh, actually, I can show you a picture right here. This is artwork by John Godward. It is mini. It is the mini size. I'm doing it on 25 count even weave. 2/1 half stitch. And since the last time you saw it, well, it's not going to look that different, to be honest with you. It looked like this. And now it looks like this. Like I said, not that different than the last time. I only added 427 stitches. And I'm at 5.0%. So the thing with this one is that, so I use Markup RXP because I'm an Apple girl. And I had an old iPad which just lost it just lost progress everywhere. So this was one of the ones that it had lost a few thousand stitches, and it's lost all of these, all of my place markers for where the parked threads are. So that's part of the reason I haven't picked it up very much, is because I have to be in the right space to figure them all out again. It shouldn't be that much of a pain in the butt, but it's just one more obstacle, right? And yeah, anyway, so I haven't picked it up that much. I do have plans for it though, so stay tuned. That one is being done on 25 count easy guide. No, not easy guide. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with my brain today? 25 count even weave. That's the word I was looking for. And I'm at 5.0%. 5.0% for that one. All right, next is another start that I started either just before my last Flosstube or after. I know I showed a picture of it. I'm gonna have to bring it up on my iPad here. I know I showed this. So this is a piece of artwork that I charted myself. It's a Creative Commons royalty-free piece of art. Here it is. And it is called Moto Santa. Give it a moment to, it's just loading. I don't remember who the artist is at this moment. I'll put it down below. And I charted it myself on Max Stitch. Come on now. I'm doing this one on 27 count even weave. So I'm not really a Christmas stitcher, but this just does it for me. The motorcycle, the beard, leather jacket, and the Christmas hat, the sunglasses. I really love it. Anyway, so I haven't done too much on it. I have added 719 stitches. It's mostly light colors right at this moment. And as you can see there, I'm doing it on 27 count. I started writing the count right on the fabric. This is in my, it's all in my pen that I use to grid. So it'll come off, but in the meantime, it helps me remember. So I've added 719 stitches and I'm at 0.3%. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, someone in my, one of my last, I think my last video was asking about what pens I use. So I use these pens. I'm gonna put the link in the description box below. But I just bought them on Amazon. When I was searching, I searched for 0.7 millimeter because that's thin. And it came in a pack of 5 with 5 colors, and it came with extras of the ink, which is good because you do go through them if you're doing an entire project. This one is almost complete. I have a spare, and this one I've already replaced. Anyway, they are great. I've tested them out. The ink comes out. Anyways, like I said, I'll put the link down below. At least for Amazon.ca, and you could probably find the same ones on Amazon.com. But they weren't very expensive. Let me get the package if I have it. It's okay. Here we go. This is it here. So INEE water erasable fabric marking pens, and you can see all the spares in there. I find that they do, like, over time, they do fade a bit, and which is fine. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but for that reason, I'm not doing the entire project anymore. I do the pages that I'm working on and then just sort of continue the lines as I need it, just because I'm finding, like I said, I haven't gotten to it yet, but on Home Sweet Home, I did the entire piece of fabric. I gridded the entire piece of fabric, and I am finding that it's definitely fading quite a bit. That fabric is gray, so that doesn't help either. But I think, because your hand does rest on it just a little bit, and just with the rubbing and stuff, I think that comes off. But anyways, so those are the ones that I have. And like I said, I searched up water erasable 0.7 millimeter pens, fabric pens, and that those came up, and I decided to give them a try. They work great, and I recommend them. Absolutely, no problem. Okay, next. Sorry for that tangent. I just remembered, and if I didn't say it then, I was gonna forget. All right, next up, I have Magic Study Rainbow version. So let me grab the picture. This is the artwork. So this is a Heaven and Earth design, and the artwork is by Rose Kahn. This is not the limited edition. This is the rainbow version that's available still. There we go. It's beautiful. And I don't have a picture of the last time you saw it, but I think for the most part, I just worked in the parked threads over on the far right. So that's what it looks like now, and I put in 559 stitches and I'm at a total of 1.3%. So I hadn't worked on this much because I hate the Aida. This is 25 count Aida and it is so stiff. So I had it in a roll and it stands by itself. Look at that. My hand's over here. I'm not touching it. So I'm trying to work it in and work it in. I was doing it by hand. I decided to get another frame and start working on it in the frame. So hopefully I'll touch it more, because I really do. I adore this project. Again, another one that I'm not sure I will ever complete in my lifetime, but I'm gonna try. And I'm having fun in the meantime, so that's really all that matters. So I think I said I added 559 stitches and I'm at 1.3% on that one. All right, the next project is, I'm having now to reach farther and farther away. The next project is called Diana and Cupid. This is a piece of fine art by Bottoni. There it is there. It's Diana and Cupid. She has his bow and her hounds are sitting there beside her. I adore this piece. I'm really into the fine art pieces. And you'll probably notice that if you go to my Gumroad site as well. I'm starting more and more to add some of those. But since the last time you saw this, it looked like this. I had one page complete and I was starting on the second page, top left, and there it is now. And what did I add here? I added 1,764 stitches, so quite a bit, and I'm at 1.7%. So this is another one where, again, it holds. I think it's the same Aida, and it stands up by itself, and that was an issue. That is an issue again for me, but I want to work more on this. There's just so much confetti in here, and I mean it's just green. There's actually way more colors than you think in here. There's even purples and blues and greens and different shades of green, and gray, and a ton of confetti, even though it doesn't seem like there should be, but there is. So yeah, so that is being done on I don't know, I think that's 28 count. I think. I don't remember anymore. And I'm at 1.7%. Sorry, I know I sound a little bit nonchalant. 25, 28, whatever. Really, they're not all that different at that count. All right, my next one is one that I'm doing on paper for now. I'm just gonna grab the picture over here. And this is Fortune Teller. This is a pain-free crafts. So my printer was running out of ink, so it's a little bit faded. In actuality, it's much more colorful. Either way, it looks beautiful. So this is Fortune Teller by Luciana Lebel. And like I said, it is a pain-free crafts pattern. I'm doing this on paper, so I don't have a percentage for now. I've decided that once I finish the current page, and I'll show you how much I have done. It's all the highlighted bits. Once I finish the current page, then I'm going to put it in Markup RXP. And that way I'll have a percentage, because I really do like knowing what the percentage is. This is being done on a 25 count easy grid or easy guide. I don't know which one is which. Gridded fabric. Let's say that. It's the one by Zweigart because it has that orange line, but there it is. So I hope to complete this third page soon. And then I think I'll move down to the next page. The Pain-Free Crafts pages are smaller than Heaven and Earth design pages, which I like. I don't know, somehow they seem more manageable. I didn't show you a before picture, but quite honestly, you're not going to be able to see that much of a difference. It looks very similar. It didn't work on it too much. So, all right, the next one, I have two. They're in stands. I think I only have two left. So this one is Home Sweet Home. I'll show you what the picture looks like first. This is another by the Cross Stitch Studio. Say that 5 times fast. This is my anniversary piece. And I won't take it, well, yeah, I'm not going to take it out of here. But there's the other end. So I won't bother showing you, well, I don't know if you'll be able to really see, to be honest. There. So under the Home Sweet Home, there is almost nothing. And to the left, now I've filled in all of this. And a little bit down here. So I finally got to her head. This is the woman's, the start of the woman's hair, white hair. The man's hat is right here. So I had that already, just a little bit. Oh my gosh, there's so much confetti in there and in here as well. But I decided I wanted to finish sort of this part first before I move down. So I'm just working. Oh, this is backwards. I'm working from the left to the right. Yeah, left to the right. So I want to finish that row of pages and then work my way down. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, that's the plan for right now. But yeah. So that is Home Sweet Home by the Cross Stitch Studio. I'm sorry, I don't remember who the artist is. Oops. Okay. And the next project is another Heaven and Earth design. This is by Chris Ortega, and it is Veil of Death. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And in this one, sorry, I don't remember if I said, in Home Sweet Home, I'm doing that on 25 count Lugana, which is a gray speckled with white. I had originally gotten that fabric to do Dragons of the Sabbat on, but I didn't know what I was doing when I ordered it, so I didn't order a big enough size. So hence why I'm using it for Home Sweet Home. Right, okay, so Veil of Death by Chris Ortega. It is a Heaven and Earth design. And so I showed you what it will look like. I'll show you what it looked like last time. Like so. And what it looks like now. Still haven't, I don't take this off of this K's lap stand. And this is what it looks like now. So I've put in quite a bit of work in here. All of this. And I put in 1,338 stitches, which brings me to 2.4%. Yeah, so I really don't like all of these ends sticking out, but I don't like turning my, I could just flip it over and tuck the threads under, but I'm just lazy and I don't want to keep rotating the thing. It just, I don't know, it irritates me to have to do that. So let me just double check. I think I've showed you all of the, I think I've shown you all of my WIPs. Yes, I have. So, sorry, that's not all my WIPs. That's all the WIPs I've worked on in the past 2 weeks since my last video. So you'll notice if you've watched me before, then you'll notice that was a lot more WIPs than I normally get to. I normally get to about 8 or 9, and this time there was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22 WIPs that I've worked on in 2 weeks. That is going to go along with my fake plans. Maybe I'll just touch on them a little bit. But what I did was I went through, so I have over 40 WIPs, I think almost 50 WIPs at the last count. Not 100% sure which ones are exactly how many, but somewhere between 40 and 50. And I don't, like some of them I'm not, some of them I've decided I'm just gonna UFO for now. I'm not gonna throw them out. I still love them. I still want to complete them eventually, but for the moment I'm just not drawn to them. So, and then there are some that I'm drawn to very much. So I'm just gonna go with, I've decided I'm just gonna go with that. So I went through every single one of my WIPs and sort of did decided which ones I wanted to UFO temporarily and which ones I want to continue to work on. And on the ones that I wanted to continue to work on, I've decided, I went through, saw how much I was at, and decided on a percentage that I would like to have complete by next year. So this was a bit of an iterative process because when I was going through each one and I decided on a percentage, I'd really like to get this to 5%, I'd like to get this to 50%, I'd like to finish this, which is all well and great, but those all assume that that's the only project that I'm working on. So when I added them all up at the end, I just did a spreadsheet. So when I saw how much I had to get done in the year, and then I have a whole spreadsheet, so I figured out what the percentage was I wanted to get to by the end of next year, and then how many stitches I would have to do per month and per week in order to make that goal, in order to complete that goal. And like the number of stitches per week were just, it was so unrealistic. There was no way. So I had to go through and reduce and reduce and reduce. And that's why I'm saying that I'm testing things out from now till the end. So what I did was I added, when I did this, there were 60 weeks left between when I did it, which was I think November 3rd, and the end of 2024. There were 60 weeks left. And so I divided my goal by the 60 weeks to see how many stitches I would need to complete. And so by adding in the rest of this, the number of weeks that were left in this year, what that gives me is the ability to test things out. So that's why I'm saying I'm testing things out from now till, the end of the year. See whether I can complete those weekly goals, and whether it's something that I even want to do, am capable of doing, have time to do, and then by the end of the year, before I finalize things, then I can, I can test things out. I'm just gonna reach for Kleenex. Yeah, so that's my plan for the rest of this year. And there's maybe about half of my projects that I decided I was gonna just put to the side. But I do have a couple of projects that I want to start still before the end of this year. One is Gamer by, oh my gosh, I just blanked on her, Medusa Dollmaker. I bought her pattern off of her Etsy shop, and I have it kitted up. I mean, I have enough fabric and I have a master set of flosses, so I'm good there. I just haven't started it yet, or I haven't pulled out the fabric and cut it yet to that, but I will before the end of the year. And the other one is the Bitter Half. Now, actually, I'm going to show you a picture of that one. Who is that one by? So it is a Heaven and Earth design. Oh, it's by John Shannon. I'll show you the picture. And again, I have the fabric and I have all of the flosses. Look at those colors. I have the fabric already. It's 26 count Ada, if this ever wants to open. So that one I'm going to start today or tomorrow probably. And I'm adding those two to my annual goals for next year. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second, but this is the Bitter Half. I just love, love, love this picture. So, yeah, so those two are going to get added. So I've gone through, and like I said, I've had to I've had to make each goal a little bit more doable. Most of the goals, especially for projects that are, just in the very early stages, like there's some projects that I haven't shown you yet that I haven't done. I have a percentage, like they're not UFO'd. They're projects I want to continue, that I haven't gotten to yet this week or even last week. So like, for example, Fairy Tale Cottage, and I'm just looking over at my board. Tender Temptation is another one. The Slytherin Crest is another one. So there's a few that I definitely, and Foxglove Ball, another Amy Stewart. Anyway, so there are a few that I haven't gotten to yet. So, but I will, and it just means that I might need to reduce some of the goals that I have. So it's been an interesting process so far. So I've done this for 2 weeks so far, and what I've got is about 5 projects where the goals are quite high. So quite high, and like as in several thousand or more than 1,000, maybe between 1,000 and 3,000. Those include Dragons of the Sabbat, Home Sweet Home, Deanna and Cupid, Sunset in Venice. And maybe Honeymoon Sunset. I can't remember. But I think those are the ones that I have the highest goals for per week. So those will be always the first ones that I get to. Yesterday I did this week's goal for Sunset in Venice. That was 1,119 stitches or something. That's full cross. and that was a full day of, that was several hours, several hours of working. I'm not sure that I can continue to do that. And I think what I need to do is, I mean, I just have to be more realistic and split it rather than trying to get it done all in one day. I'm going to have to split it up into multiple days. Some of the other ones are very small, less than 100 stitches or 100 to 200 or 300 stitches. Those are much more doable. I just have to see, like right now I'm still not working, but I am hopefully going back to work before Christmas. Like it's hopefully by December 1st. I might well be back at work on a graduated return to work basis, which is fantastic. But that does mean that I will be, I will have less time. So, things are going to have to shift, and maybe I may add 1 or 2 more projects to the UFO pile, which is fine. It's fine. Or I may have to adjust some of my goals for some of the bigger projects as well. Anyway, those are kind of my plans. I'll go through when I do my full-on WIP parade at the end of the year. I would like to do that. Go through every single project and tell you what my goals are for each and every project. I will make sure that everything is out of Q snaps and whatnot so you can see the entire thing. I want to document for myself as well, and sort of finalize these fake goals. I will do that, and I'll tell you what the percentages are and where, show you where I want to get to on each one of those. But that's kind of what I'm testing out right now over the next few weeks. And I am doing it over a few weeks because, like I said, with me going back to work, things may continue to shift for a bit. What else? I think that's the end of the stitching content. So if that's all you're here for, thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe if you're not already, and hit that little bell so that you're notified when my next video comes out. But if you would like to stay for a little bit of knitting, crocheting content, I'll show you a couple of things that I've been working on. Not too many, just a few more minutes, and then I'll let you go. But here we go. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already left, if you stayed for this long, I don't know what we're at right now. Oh gosh, we're at an hour. That seems to be about right. But that's, yeah, so it's not too bad. I mean, I've shown you 22 projects, so that's better than previous Flosstubes. All right, so the first thing I want to show you is a pair of socks I've been working on out of this Comfort Sock and Wool color. Love these colors. I completed one, and I started on the toe of the second one. So I was doing this pair for my husband, but they're too short for him. And since I knit them from the toe up, I don't really, I mean, I could cut the toe off and extend the foot a bit, but they're also a little bit, I haven't done this type of heel. This is the German short row heel. I haven't done this type of heel for him before, and they're tight along here. So this is now for me. And I will knit him another pair, which is awesome. It's fine because I absolutely love this colorway. So I have no problem with that. They are short for him. They're a tad bit loose for me, but really that's okay because I love wearing cozy socks. I wear socks to bed a lot in the wintertime because I can't sleep if my feet are cold. So if they're a little bit loose on my foot, in terms of being a little bit too long, it's fine. If I get motivated, I can shorten them, but honestly, I won't be that motivated to do that. I'm happy to just wear them as bed socks, where the fit doesn't matter as much. So that's one pair of socks. Another pair of socks that I'm also working on, I haven't worked on too much since the last time I may have shown these. There's still this pair. I don't know why. You know what? My sock knitting mojo, or my knitting mojo in general, went away for a long time. And you know, your hands, like your muscles, I guess, like you don't use it, you lose it. Is right, because like, so I'm using 9-inch circulars for these. I was using double pointed needles for those. And when I came back to these, my hands actually hurt for a while because they're not used to, it really is a different style of knitting than with double pointed needles. And my hands were getting sore, so I have to work my way back into these. So these ones here, I'm, so this line of, you may see this line of black right here, it doesn't go all the way around, it just goes halfway. Don't want the stitches to come off. It just goes halfway. Anyways, that's where the heel is. So I'll cut the heel in for those once I'm done knitting the sock, the foot of the sock, because these ones I did from the cuff down. And yeah, I want to get back to these. These are for me as well. And I have to start another pair for my husband. Right over here, and I've already gotten the yarn I want to use out of my stash. This is Patton's Croy. I love knitting with Patton's Croy. It's a little bit thicker than other fingering weight yarns, and so they just seem to go quick, and they wear like crazy. So this has some blues and greens and browns. I think it's brown or charcoal gray. I think it has both brown and charcoal gray. Anyways, very nice. So I will start those for him and work on those for him before. So you'll have, I haven't started them yet, but I will before you see me next time. Two more projects I want to show just real quick. One I showed you before. So actually, they're both the same project. 2 different WIPs. And this is the half and half triangle wrap by Pearl Soho. So you can, I'll see if I can put a picture in, but essentially it's a square wrap done in 2 triangles. So you do 1 triangle first, and you're leaving stitches along the diagonal, and well, obviously it's a triangle, there's 3 diagonals. But if you imagine a square, the halfway point, you know, from the bottom left to the top right, or vice versa, whatever, the hypotenuse, if you want a technical term, you're leaving live stitches, and then you pick those up and you start with your second yarn. So I have some stuff in here. I have some bracelets in here that are tangled with my hair now. All right then. Well, okay. So let me turn this around. So it starts here. And then you see that as you get you get to this marker here, which is a hair elastic, because that's what I had on me, you start, you basically are decreasing a stitch every time you go back and forth, which leaves you with this tail. So these are all the stitches that are going to be picked up at the end for the triangle. And the last time you saw it, where's that marker? The last time you saw it, it was down here. So I've done all of this all the way across, so not too bad. And this is Blue Moon Fiber Arts 100% organic merino, fingering weight, and the colorway is Strawberry Fields Forever. Oh, found a pair of scissors. Okay, so that's the first one. So that is being done in fingering weight. The second one I wanted one in a lace weight as well. And of course I'm halfway through I'm in the middle of a row. Bad. Okay, anyways, doing it in Madeline Tosh. There we go. It's Madeline Tosh. I think it's merino as well. No, I can't remember. I think so. I forget. The colorway is discontinued, but it's sort of a not variegated tonal, I guess, is probably a better term. So you can see it's all different. I don't know if you can see that. The lighting is not great, but I guess it's a tonal. That's probably a better way to say it than variegated. Just sort of different shades of gold and very light brown. So that'll be the first one. The second one is a tonal green, exact same yarn, just different colorway, and it's the green, and it's that colorway is called Faded Parka. I do remember that one. So anyway, so there's my lace weight one. I've not worked on this in quite a while, but I will now that I'm showing you. And I finished something. I finished my crochet fireside cocoon pattern, and I'm gonna go get it. Okay, I went to get it because I wanted to show you. So I've not washed and blocked this yet, but this is my fireside cocoon cardigan. Let me show you the back, I guess. Maybe that's better. It looks like that. There's the arms. All right, so there's one side. There's the middle. And there's the other arm. And so last time I just had to finish the collar. So this is where it started, so that's why you could see the stripes there, but I'll show you, I'll try it on and show it on the next time after I get a chance to wash it and block it. But I love it. So this is called the Fireside Cocoon pattern, and if you just Google Fireside Cocoon pattern, it will show up. It's on a blog. I'm trying to remember her name now. If I remember, I'll add the link down below, but literally Fireside Cocoon cardigan. That Google search will bring it up. All right, and that is all I wanted to show you. That's all I have to show you. Today I've been talking for an hour, well over an hour now. Where are we? An hour and 15 minutes. I'll try to cut some of this out, but in terms of life update, I don't have a ton. Life has been pretty decent. I've still been struggling with the migraines, unfortunately. I did have another infusion a couple of days ago, so I'm hoping that that helps. This time, the last time, it wasn't very helpful, so we'll see. But all the paperwork is in and has gone to my work, and I'm waiting for a call to have a meeting to start the return to work process discussions. And my potential start date is November 30th, which is only in a couple of weeks, less than 2 weeks, I think. So I'm excited. I'm excited and nervous at the same time because I haven't been there in 2.5 years. So a lot will have changed, I'm sure. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting back. I loved my job. So I'm looking forward to getting back and to being able to talk to people other than myself in a blank room, and just getting back to whatever the new normal is going to be. But in terms of plans for the next couple of weeks, I'm planning on continuing to try to work through my projects. It has been interesting, pulling out a project and only working on the number of stitches that were in my goals, where those have been, small amounts, because, I love all my projects. So I just wanted to, normally what I would do is work until I was feeling like it was enough for the day. And then switching projects, whereas now I'm just working to that goal and then putting it away. With the exception that I do finish the thread that I'm working on. So in that case, I end up with a little bit more than I previously had, and then I just take that extra amount off of the next week's goal. So I will end up with, fewer to do the next week. But anyway, so it's been an interesting process for sure. I'm going to continue working on that, and we'll see how things go. Anyway, if you've stuck with me this long, thank you so much. I'm enjoying doing these videos. I'm enjoying having the discussions with you in the comments and on Instagram. My Instagram is the 310 Stitcher. And on Facebook, you can follow me as well. I do have a Facebook account, which is 310 Stitcher, but I don't really use it. Sorry for that. I don't really use it. I use my other account, which is JadeIndigo19 on Instagram. On Facebook. So you can follow me there, and that will have more of my stitching. That's where I'm joining all my stitching groups from, is the JadeIndigo19. But I don't post very much. I would rather be stitching than scrolling on Facebook. I have been taking part in some stitching games. So here I said I was finished, and now I'm continuing to talk. But last thing, I have been playing along in some stitchy games. So I was playing along in Sami Sane Stitchers on the puzzle, but I haven't really worked on that yet either, just because I keep forgetting to take before pictures, especially where you have to have a number or a password to write on there. So I keep forgetting, even though I'm doing so much stitching, I could be killing it. But anyway, and then I also was taking part in Myth and Magic Wars. I think that's what it's called, Myth and Magic, or Magic and Myth Wars. And that's been fun. our team got eliminated within the first week. I think we made it to 6 days or something like that, which is fine. Most of us, so it's a team of 5 people. You're on, there's there's teams called, cats and zombies and witches and, all these different teams. I was on the zombies team, and out of the 5 of us, only 2 people had played before. So the rest of us were all just learning how to do things and how the game works. It's a little bit complex, so it's fine. We just didn't anyway. There was you get attacked, you attack other people, and you get attacked, and you have to stitch to collect ingredients to collect spells, and then use the spells. In order to use the spells, in order to collect the spells, once you get the ingredients, and to collect the ingredients, to collect the spells, and then to use the spells, each one of those things requires the game overlords to review everything and then grant those things. And we were too close in terms of we'd gotten attacked by something that every team got attacked by, and you have 24 hours to heal that attack. You can't be in negative health for more than 24 hours. We were too close to the edge, and so by the time even though we had collected everything on time, including the spell, the overlord didn't grant us the use of the spell in time, so we were eliminated. Anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I will be joining again. I think our team is going to join again in December, and I think that's the one I'm going to continue on for now. Because one I can only deal with one thing at a time. But as of right now, I'm planning on joining that one again in December. Plans for 2024 I'll talk about next time. I talked a little bit about it, but I'll carry on talking a little bit more about it when I do my WIP parade in December. Anyways, I've blathered on for almost an hour and a half. I will let you go. Thank you so much if you watched till the end. And I look forward to chatting with you in the comment section, and I will see you in about 2 weeks.